Okay, moving on. Talking about judicial decisions or case law, and I've talked about this a little bit, but let's talk about it some more. What are some advantages of having case law? Well, doctrine of stare decisis is judges follow precedents, and it gives certainty and predictability. Why? Because you can argue to the judge saying, hey judge, this was a decision that was made 2 years ago, had a similar set of facts, it's the facts at hand. We would ask that the court please follow the precedent that's already been laid out. However, let's look at it from the other side of the coin. Disadvantages. Volume of cases. Folks, I can go on Westlaw, LexisNexis, Case Finder, the Google, and find cases on anything. Okay? It's huge. I mean, think about it. How many times people go to court every day? And just think about if we look just at the appellate level and the Supreme Court level, even within the state and then also at the federal level. It's huge. It's a voluminous amount of material, so you have to learn how to search through it. There can be conflicting precedents, meaning that you can have a court over here say one thing and a court over here say another. And when that happens, what are we going to do with poor Whiplash? Are we going to hang him by his tail or let him go free? All right. You also have conflicts of law. One court may say, hey, this is the law on this. Another one may say it's the law on this. Again, what do? That's a disadvantage. But that's why we have lawyers. Lawyers should try to argue what the law is to the judge, and the judge makes the ultimate decision. Okay? Sanctions. All right. So you've gone through. You've gotten involved in a lawsuit. You've been found guilty of some crime. There's been some breach of contract. What's going to be the result? Okay. Now, sanctions encourage or force compliance, meaning, and this again from the business side, this is a good thing, because you as future entrepreneurs, you want to sell a good product. Why? Because you don't want to get sued. I don't want any of you to ever call me up and say, Mr. Childs, remember me? I was in your business law class, and I'm getting sued because I have a faulty product. I don't want any of y'all to ever have to do that. So I want you to be in compliance with the law. Okay? Punishment and prevention. So if you're not in compliance with the law, should you be punished? Fined? Yes. And that is a deterrent. Okay? Since there's a deterrent out there that says that if you don't make a good product, someone could sue you, then that'll make you want to make a better product. But it will, along with that, the positive side is that you should want to make a good product, like the He-Man action figure that has this has probably been around longer than most of you have been alive. Yes, this thing right here. It's probably close to 30 years old now, just so you know. Don't you want your product to stand the test of time? Benefit to society. Folks, doesn't it make you feel good that you've made a good product and that product has helped out society? Yes. Folks, it makes me feel good whenever I go to court and I have provided a service, that's my product, and help someone who was innocent, not go to jail, or help someone that has been harmed in a car accident, get their just desserts. Well, that's probably the wrong term here, but to get a judgment in their favor that helps them pay their medical bills. It's also there to punish someone. Again, doesn't it make you feel good whenever you see that justice has been done and that evil person that did that horrible, no good, low rent thing goes to jail? And it's also benefit to another. It could be a remedy. Alright? So whenever that happens and good things happen, that makes you feel good inside. Sanctions for criminal conduct. Death. The death penalty. And again, that's one of those things that we can probably debate until the end of time. Imprisonment. Fines. Folks, that's all it takes for me. Alright? You want to get into my wallet? Fine me? That's all you need. Removal. Removal from office. Or disqualification, not able to do something. What about sanctions for breach of contract? You enter into a contract with someone, what can we do? Well, there's money damages. I love money damages. You have compensatory and consequential. And it's just like what they say. You are compensated for that person's breach, or you can be consequences as a result of the consequence of that breach. Alright? Rescission. You can rescind the contract like it never existed. Or you can ask for specific performance, saying, hey, you fill out your obligations underneath that contract. Okay? These are all sanctions or results that can happen as a result of a lawsuit. Sanctions for tortious conduct. Again, we have damages, compensatory, to compensate you. Alright? If you've been involved in a car accident, call me and I'll do that. But no, you need to be compensated. If you've been hurt by somebody else, if someone rear-ended you and you've been harmed, now that's a tort, negligence. Shouldn't you be compensated for loss of wages, your medical expenses, loss of having your car repaired or replaced? What about punitive damages? Punitive damages are designed to punish. Yeah, sometimes people can do torts on purpose. But we don't want people doing torts on purpose. We want people to be nice to each other. We want everyone to sit around the campfire and sing Kumbaya. I hope you're laughing. But seriously, these are things you need to think about whenever you talk about the law. You have the law, but you also have the consequences of the law. And that's why we have sanctions.